Remember, DNA, it involves the blood. Your blood and your blood alone cannot prove anything. Maxwell also has to donate blood. You see that? And Maxwell, if he's saying, I cannot give, what can you do? Because you remember, me as a doctor, I cannot inject any blood from Maxwell. Maxwell can take me to court.
Mkandala moshi tumevuka, mipaka tumevuka, milima na mabonde yote si tulivuka, mitaro tukaruka tasha, na walosema heti si ni fukara, na wakatwita zombe, na walodhani heti wanajua kugwara, heti kuliko zombe, kama ni godoro nilishagodoa. Baby yona macho wanavokodoa. Despite nini fukara, mina kwa hili baby utaparara, kwa mapenzi siwezi kukungora, nikichiti nichape bakora.
Saying that I have the problem, knowing that, well, this problem is not a problem that she has walked around or she has done anything that can bring this, but she doesn't even know that, well, it's because of this and this. After talking about this, we find that, well, this is the thing. And now when we are counseling this family, you find that we have to bring another next of kin, probably who stays with this wife, who also monitors the movement of this wife. And now what I want to say about Maxwell and the brother that is alleged. Maxwell is saying that, well, he has worked so hard and he has achieved a lot. So there is nothing like, well, I'm coming to them because I want anything from them. And also you see the way Maxwell acted by taking Doreen to be like a girlfriend. Maxwell knew that, well, I want to put this family off. I don't want them to be like any of my relatives. And this is what other people do. They say, okay, fine. Now, since you people, you are insisting that, well, we are related, I want now to do this to put you off the relation. And this is what's happening. The young man, you know, and you have to study and know that Maxwell didn't want you to be part of their family. And the other side also, Maxwell also, this side, even if there is a mark or what, Maxwell wanted to tell you that, well, me, I'm not related to you. This way I'm taking your sister to be my girlfriend.
But Daktari, why come this time that the sister has got only married only a few days ago? Why would he now come back?
You see, Maxwell now, after the sister has gone to Maxwell, the sister Doreen must have explained many things to Maxwell. And probably this family, the negativities of the family, the poverty of the family, and also the lacks of the family. Now you find that, well, Maxwell, that side now, he doesn't anymore want to stay with Doreen because he's seeing that, well, this family will
Actually, what he wants, he wants Doreen to divorce his newly wedded husband, Melky. Now what he wants, I do feel this is what he wants. He wants Doreen to come back. So what he is doing is allegedly saying that Yuzi and Doreen, you are my brother and sister.
Now he doesn't want Doreen to be married the other side.
Exactly.
So what should happen? The DNA should be taken. Because what I'm seeing, Maxwell now, he's acting in a way that he doesn't want this other family to prosper. Because you see, Maxwell, the way he has said that he has worked so hard and he's been successful in life, he doesn't want this other family also to meet the success in life. Because if Doreen was married to somebody who can lift this family, and Maxwell has seen that, well, he has foreseen that what's happening, this family will be lifted. The only thing, let me get in between to bring this family down. So the only thing that I may say, let the DNA be done and Maxwell to be put off. And also Maxwell should know that once the DNA has been done, we do advise that, well, if you are doing something intentionally and you knew very well that this thing I was doing it just to mess this given family, then there should be a charge. Because remember, that wedding that you want to break, there was a budget for the wedding. And also this family that you want to break, you are bringing what we call depression to the family. So Maxwell will pay for this depression. And also Maxwell has to know that after the DNA has proved that, Maxwell, you are not this what you thought you wanted to be. What I'm saying as a doctor, he will have to go back to the family now. And remember, I don't know whether this thing now will be solved, family and family, after it has gone this far. So Maxwell, what I can say, the family of Doreen, don't use the birthmark, don't use the wart on your ear to make this family have a problem. Because the DNA will prove you wrong or right. But if it does prove you wrong, then Maxwell, I'm sorry, because there we cannot do anything, because we cannot change the genetical makeup of a human being. Once the genetics has been made up, you cannot change. The only thing we can change normally, we can say that we want to lift either the estrogen or the prostogen of a given what? Human being. But now, the DNA, the cells of the body cannot be changed. And remember, Maxwell, there is no any other doctor you will go to change the cells to make you back to what you thought you would be.
So in simple terms, Doctor, you are saying, even if cartels try, they cannot be able to change the DNA formation of a person.
DNA cannot be changed.
Actually, Maxwell is so... he doesn't want to do a DNA. I'm the one insisting too much because he believes that I'm his brother.
Maxwell, I do feel, Maxwell, why do you feel really that Yuzi is your brother?
Stanley, as I told you in the previous, said that we were three brothers, but the relationship between me and this person was quite provable that he's my brother, and that's what I know.
That was just a comrade life.
But that's what I know. You are my brother. Just look at the marks. Our parents had the same marks. So what are you saying now?
Okay, we were just friends, So that doesn't mean that because we used to be good friends and good brothers, I'm your real brother. Why are you resisting the DNA? You may have to prefer the DNA to be done. Because
are you for DNA or you are refusing the DNA?
He's refusing.
Then if the doctor is willing, then I'm for the DNA. Then
Tell Maxwell that I'm not willing. Tell Maxwell it's the medical part of practice. Tell Maxwell DNA, nobody wills that you can take the DNA. It's a forced thing where there is any peace to be brought within the family, or where there is anything. We say to reconcile a family, you can use the DNA. Also another thing, that one I'm telling you, other families, they say, okay, fine, we don't want the DNA because they know very well that, well, this family, we may bring problem in future. Like now, if I have a brother who is a firstborn in our family, and I know this brother came in and he was born out of the wedlock, or he was born out and our father is not fathering him, will not wish for the DNA to be done, because the people around will now put it like this one is not their brother. You see that? So what people do, they put their fingers across to tighten things without people knowing that, well, there is this, and this in this family. So Maxwell there, he may say the doctor is willing, but to him it may be hurting him. And the young man here, it may not be hurting him because he wants to know the truth. And Maxwell, you see that the way he's talking, that truth is what he doesn't want to come out. And I'm telling him that, Maxwell, after spoiling all these things, it will be very bad because you will pay for them.
Maxwell, are you ready to pay?
very little money. I think you know me very well. giving out like if they are willing, I can even give out 10 million. Very little cash.
No, Daktari, he may give out money and send cartels to interfere with everything.
Now, another thing here, Maxwell, that one I don't want to talk about because I'm also a human being and my security really matters to me. And the way I'm seeing Maxwell and the way he's saying that, well, 10 million is nothing to him, that money is not money that is gotten in the vivid way, or let me say, in an open way. Because if somebody can say 10 million is nothing to him, you look around and say, okay, fine. This person who is saying 10 million is nothing. It's like somebody saying that I can kill you and you do nothing to me. Because anybody who is really, or somebody who is apologetic, or somebody who has known that, well, this thing I want DNA to be done for us to remain brothers because of the mark he's talking about, that person will be very much apologizing that, well, you see, my brother, this, and this. But you see the way Maxwell is talking, young man, you have to know that Maxwell is out to destroy your family. And also, you have to know this DNA issue, it will be now either a disadvantage or advantage to you. I'm not forcing anybody to go for DNA. You can say, let's settle this thing without the DNA, because this DNA will bring Maxwell out. That Maxwell was this wealth that is saying that 10 million is nothing to him. Probably he acquired this money from your dad.
Actually, he acquired from Kabaka Mutesa. But he says that Kabaka is the one who smuggled it from his father.
No.
He's trying to twist things in and out so that you won't know the truth.
But what exactly is your key point?
How? You know very well.
No, I would prefer if there is a DNA, let it be done in a very secretive way.
Daktari, if there is a DNA, we'd request to be done in a very secretive way.
No DNA can be done in a secret way. Because remember, Maxwell must give out his blood. DNA cannot be done without Maxwell knowing. Because Maxwell is part of this case.
Let me ask you something. What is required for that DNA to be done?
Remember, DNA, it involves the blood. Your blood and your blood alone cannot prove anything. Maxwell also has to donate blood. You see that? And Maxwell, if he's saying, I cannot give, what can you do? Because you remember, me as a doctor, I cannot inject any blood from Maxwell. Maxwell can take me to court. And Maxwell will say, okay, fine. What you did was unprofessional. Of which then what? Surely, it's unprofessional. And here, you know, Maxwell can only be willing for the DNA to be done. So the only people, Maxwell was saying that, suppose the doctor is willing, not that, I'll put it now to Maxwell. Suppose you and Maxwell, you are willing.
Me myself, I'm good to go. I think even you can take my sample right now.
Are you willing, Max?
Of course, yes.
You are willing?
Yes, because I'm fighting for my blood.
There is a very hot question that I'm feeling in Aniwacha Sana. If the DNA test positive for Maxwell and Yuzi, and Maxwell has a daughter with Doreen, any health repercussion to maybe to the daughter?
No. What's happening? The only thing will be probably the gossip. I'm telling you that when...
You know, I saw some people saying this in, I don't know in which tribe. If a brother and a sister gets a child, that it is supposed to be killed. Is that professionally approved?
No, that one, professionally, we don't talk about of that. Because anybody that has been born and is a child cannot be killed, but, oh, fine, this one was the father, this what. No. That one. But the only thing, there will be a gossip. And that gossip will make either the child not to have that peace in life. Because when somebody is saying that, well, do you know you are so-and-so's child? You are so. This way you see many people, they go about abortions. And I think you've been seeing this thing happening. Well, I've always told these people that anybody who steps in, who walks in to my office for an abortion to be done, I do say no, and a very big no. The reasons are, why do you want to abort and you knew that, well, you were doing this and you knew that there was a bearing of the child, and then you come and then say that this. And if Maxwell probably had a child with the other party, Maxwell knew what he was doing. And you cannot say that let's kill this child. Why killing the child? And it's something that these people are in relationship. The friendship doesn't come, it comes because of the love. If Maxwell, did you rape this girl?
How can you rape your girlfriend?
You hear that? He's saying that, how can you rape your girlfriend? So there was no rape. Just like the Bible says, okay, fine, you can only divorce when there is adultery in that family. You can say, this my wife has stepped out, now I can divorce. And you divorce once and for all. Also in medical, what we say once the DNA is done, the ruling is done. You cannot repeat the DNA, okay, fine, or you cannot change the DNA. It has been done, and it has said Maxwell and the young man, your name I'm forgetting. Usually. That, well, you and Maxwell, you are brothers.
Nimekukeba toka mikononi mwa ofisi, nitakupenda kama navyopenda bisi. Baby, love is blind and you know that. Wako nimekwama, nimekaza ndati, usisuse asila nini kushike night. Ala kifuani mwangu mi wapo light, usiende speedy, love take it slow. Baby, you are only one, zima hatata, nikushike night. Gizani, unameta mine, despite chini mifukara, inakuahidi hautoparara. Ni mapenzi siwezi kung'ora, nikikuchiti nipige bakora. Despite chini mifukara, inakuahidi hautoparara. Kimapenzi siwezi kung'ora, nikikuchiti nipige bakora.